Ricky here, and I have a question to you. Do you know why I started dancing? Anyone? Friends? Crew? I don't think anyone knows. Actually, I was doing judo. When I was 15 years old, I was still doing judo. I was wrestling. I was pretty good at it. And my friends at the time, they started breaking. So I saw them do some cool moves, and I decided to myself that I want to learn the invert and I want to learn the flares. That's it, I will learn these two moves and I don't need anything else. I was not interested in top rocks, in music. It seemed weird to me. I only wanted the acrobatic part. And I think many people resonate with that, because I know many people who just wanted to learn 1-2 moves and that's it. Anyways, long story short, I never get back to judo. Since then, I'm dancing, I'm all in, I'm living the hip-hop lifestyle. It just sucked me in. And that's also something I think many people resonate with. Anyways, today in How to Power Move Lesson 2, we're gonna talk about flares. I'm gonna explain to you how we do the flare, and we're gonna use the flare as a way to go inside different techniques that we need in our power move later on, such as shifting our hands, how we use our legs, how we pull them, how we shift our weights from side to side, how we use our body, how we connect everything into one nice flare. And before we do the whole flare, I'm gonna separate the flare into 3 parts, which is beginning, middle and ending. Every part I'm gonna explain separately, and I'm gonna give you some nice exercises and techniques that you can use in order to master each one of them, and then we're gonna connect them into one flare. And of course, after the first one, you will have the second, the third, the fourth, and you will just keep going. Alright, so let's do some flares. Alright, let's go. So, we do it like this. First of all, we start in the sitting position. First, I'll talk with you about the flexibility that is needed in order to do the flare. So, we need to practice our split. Alright? How we do it? First of all, most of you guys who don't practice it every day are not very flexible. But in order to do a good flare, we need at least this angle of our legs. It can be lower, but the flare will not be so nice and it will feel weird. So we need to practice growing our split. In order to do this, we need to first, if for example our split is this big, we need to first put our knees down. Alright? So we practice letting go. In flexibility, the concept is letting go and feeling the pain and releasing the pain. So for example, if it's painful for me at this point, I go to the point of pain, I relax my body as much as I can, and I let go and I breathe. And then I can go deeper. Alright? We do this technique and we do it every day. When you get to this split, it's a good way to start. So, first of all, flexibility and split. Now, let's talk a little bit about how we use our legs in flare. We will divide it into legs and then body, upper body and hands and hips. So first, legs. First of all, a good practice for us would be pulling our legs to the shoulder and to the head. Right one, and then shifting it to the other one. Alright, so I have a nice split, and then I shift my body weight to one side, lift my right leg, and then I do the same in the other side. Try to keep them straight all the way. Don't bend them. Even if it hurts a little bit in the beginning, when the habit of keeping your leg and pulling them will really stick. Alright? So try to play with the intensity of it. You can do it slow. You can do it quicker and stronger. The stronger the pulling will be, the more momentum your flare will get. Now the hands, we can already start using the hands. We try to straighten them as much as we can, not too much that it hurts our elbow. It can be a little flexible, but mostly we need to really feel the body shifting on the hands. So a good practice will be 1, 2. Alright, shifting our weight all the way to the shoulder and doing the same the second side, and then we combine it with this practice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, that's a good start. Now another one will be the arcing technique. Okay, we need to paint 2 arcs with our legs. So now we go to this position, the Nike position, the jazz position. Our strong leg is forward, and what we do, we shift our weight on the strong hand, and we start the same way as we do in back spins. We start to kick the weak leg diagonally and paint an arc. Alright, we paint this shape with our leg. So I paint it 1. When I get to the middle, I start opening and painting the same one here. So you remember this? We first paint a little arc and then we go to this movement. So think about 1 arc, second arc. 1 arc, second arc. And then we stop ourselves on the other hand. Right? You need to practice this movement. You can use the backspin to practice this movement. I don't go into backspin here. Just the concept of arcs. You need to remember it. And the body. Alright, how I use the body. When my legs are forward, my body is going a little backwards. Now, when I finish my flare and my legs go back, my body will be in the front. Alright, so we need to practice this groove with our body. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now, the body needs to work as one unit. So first, I'm gonna separate it into parts, and then you will practice to do one unit out of it. So, I will give you an example of one flare first in order for you to even understand what you are doing. So this is the flare. Alright, and we will separate it now into 3 parts. Now the first part will be the beginning. I will start it from standing. I'm using my right leg, and you can do it your way. So basically, we take a step back. So we have a triangle that we do with 3 parts, 2 legs and 1 arm. You can do it jumpy, like this, okay? Really check if you can put your weight on the right hand, on the strong hand. Alright? Now, the first movement that we will do from here is a back sweep of our strong leg. So you can practice doing it. I'll do it also from here. 1, 2. Then, after we sweep our first and strong leg, we do another pull of the leg up as we practiced before. So first we start here, and then when we get there, we pull our second leg to the shoulder and the head. Alright? Let's do it once again. Yes. And try to really stop here. And back. If you feel that you can continue, try to keep your hips high. And then maybe you can put, only after you did the first move, you can pull the other one. Remember to keep the split open at all times. So it works like 1, and you try to stop yourself. So that's number one. I'll show it once again. It works like 1, 2. And maybe if you have enough strength, you can go to 3 and catch yourself with the second hand. Now we're going to go into the middle. That was the beginning. Now we go to the middle. In the middle you can practice it from this position. Okay, you put your right and strong leg to the front, the weaker one back, hips up. Most of the weight, all the weight is on the strong hand. Okay, check it again with the jump. And then what you do is we start painting these 2 arcs that I talked about before. So we do the first, we go diagonally, then after giving a little straight kick diagonally, it will go and form an arc, and then the other one will come. Alright, let's do it once again. You do it all the time on the strong hand. So you do one, you do the arc, then while you do the second arc, you shift your weight to the other hand. So basically, 1 arc, like we talked before, second one, and shifting our weight to the second hand. So try to just, for the practice, change the positions of your legs. So if here I'm on my right leg, on my strong one, I do the kick, I use the 2 arcs, and I change the position to this side. Alright, you practice this. The most important is strong pull and strong arc. Now we take our body a little bit backward while we do the arcs. Alright, because our legs have momentum in the front, so we need to keep the weight back. So, 1, we do 1 arc, second arc, we catch ourselves with the second hand, and we finish. Okay, remember, in order for you to easier shift weight to the other hand, to really pull your strong leg in direction of your head and shoulder. So after I do the first arc, I go to my second hand, and in the same time I give a little stronger pull up, and that's what gives me an easier access to shift my weight. So check here. Now the third part we're going to practice from here. Right, so we did the second one with the strong leg forward. Now we do it on the other side with the weak leg. And what we do, we shift our weight forward and we practice the pulling leg and going to the hand technique. Alright, so we try to do the opposite side on the other side. So I pull my leg, I go forward with my weight, and I change my hands. 1, 2. Alright, again. Let's do it from the second one. From the second, I go to the third position, 2 arcs and change. And from the second position, I go to the third one. So I go forward with my weight, pull, and again here. Alright, so you can practice shifting second and third. Okay, you can go 1, 2. That's the 3 parts. Now, remember, the legs work like I explained to you, pulling and arcing. When we go back, we still keep them open in a nice split. And now, when we want to combine it into one flare, it's all about making all these steps fluid with one and other. And also timing. So for example, you can count it. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4. When you have a nice rhythm and you have the momentum going, then it's easier for you to shift. You need to really feel the hands going in one rhythm and the legs going in the rhythm. And then when your body is one unit, that's when it works. So try to first combine steps. Combine, for example, the first step, which is this one, with the second, and try to land in the third position. Then we try to combine the second with the third. So we go straight to second. And then you try to combine them all by doing a whole flare. Okay? So start first. And there you go. Okay, so that was the flare. I remind you what we practiced today. First of all, good nice split. Remember to practice it every day. Remember to let go and relax your body. Second, the right movement of your legs. We pull our legs to the shoulders and to the head from both sides. Work on pulling in different ways and different speeds. Alright? Always nice split, remember. When I practiced it at first, I was imagining that I cannot bend my leg. That it has to be straight, that something is really holding it. Alright, you can visualize whatever works for you. Also the pelvis, the hips, we keep them really up. That's also very important. Hands straight, alright? We shift our weight in the right timing with the legs. Opposite leg, opposite hand. Alright, you need to really practice this. Practice the 3 steps, practice combining them, and when you have the first flare, it will get a lot easier to the second and the third. It will probably take some time for you to figure out how to combine first and second, but when you have it, you will just go. Alright, so that's it with How to Power Move Lesson 2. I'm signing off. Please like this video, share it with your friends on Instagram, Facebook, on social media, whatever, and subscribe to this channel. And of course, if you have questions, you can just ask me directly, or you can comment down below. I check the comments and I give answers on them. And we see you in the next one. Peace.